is really creating all the big mess. I mean, like ecology. We are not happy to spontaneously just camp under a cave or a tree. We need to now have a hotel, for instance. So the credit cards and all of that. We human beings, we ask for programmed life. And somehow we think that secures everything. And now it's too late. I mean, if you want an excursion fare ticket, you have to book an air ticket 3 months before. No more spontaneity, my dear. My students, many of them take me very seriously, and actually that is one of the greatest living proof that karma does exist. Because here I am, out of nowhere, a Bhutanese, and there are people, I mean, from United States, from Canada, from France, and these people are very sophisticated. They are taught to think, they are taught to challenge, but now they are all sycophant. They believe everything what I say. This proves that these people have a lot of karmic debt with me, and they have to pay that debt, and they will keep on believing in my word. Western students are very, very fresh, and that's a very, very big advantage. Easterners, they're more confident with the path, and just because there's a trust, because I guess it's the society. It's a like extended family. If the mother is busy, shopping, she can trust and live it with, like the 14th uncle or the auntie, whatever. So that also is within the Dhamma. Like there is that trust. But, you see, the thing is, the very trust also has its own disadvantage, because then it becomes a blind faith. The very freshness of the West, the freshness, the inquisitive, inquisitive or skeptical, they are very good quality. But then sometimes this can also go too far. You end up not practicing anything, because you are just analyzing all the time. Okay?
I'll ask one question. I'll stick my neck out here. Your students consider you enlightened, or per se. Do you consider yourself enlightened?
Me? No, because I am still a victim of condition. If I'm enlightened, then I shouldn't be. If the students keep on thinking that I'm enlightened, it will only benefit them, if there is benefit, that is. Okay? That's where the Buddhist teachings on mind comes in. You see, everything is your mind.
Can you say a bit more about that, Rinpoche?
Huh?
I know you've said it many times other places, but just for purposes of this.
It's like, it's like, let's say you are, you are in a bus or something, and person hopped in the bus and sat next to you, and this person may be, going through a big problem, and you, without even you realizing, You didn't do anything. Maybe you just sat there, right? But somehow this person thinks that you have helped him a lot. I don't know, by stepping over his toes or something, I don't know. Now, he is not your healer or he is not your liberator. But the other person thinks so. Understand? And it will give the other person a sort of benefit. It can give the other person the benefit of keep on thinking that this person helps you. This happens a lot. I received so many thank you notes from people, thanking me for helping them because when they were in this and that danger, I don't know, turmoil, depression. And honestly, I tell you, I wasn't thinking about them at all. Like they would say, oh, thank you for your prayer, now it's all okay. Sometimes I don't even know who the person is writing to me, you understand? Let alone actually think them in the prayer. Similarly, this happens a lot. Actually, this is something I should tell you. Because as much as the student, many people think the student is more like a weaker side, and the teacher is the power side, isn't it? Sometimes it's not that true. You know what I mean? I think there's a word. The teacher's side is the power, the stage of, you as a teacher you can control. That's what people think, but that's not necessarily true. For instance, like I have, personally, I've had some problems with some ladies whom I don't even know. I don't have any connection with them, but they think that I did. Maybe I might have smiled at them or shake hand with them or said something, and they take it so seriously. Everything is your mind or interpretation of your mind. Everything is your imagination, and there is nothing that is not an imagination. Therefore, imagination is very powerful. Imagination is only reality that we have. Within the imagination, there is a fantasy and the reality in the relative world. Buddhists in general, they are trying to train people's mind to think on gentleness, kindness, love, compassion, and so on and so on. That's all path. But when you talk about everything as mind, you are approaching to the ultimate truth. Ultimately, yes, as we approach to the ultimate truth, first thing we have to realize is that then we are not talking about path, okay? Don't bring the path in here. When we talk about a path, of course we have to talk about goodness and badness and all that. What needs to be abandoned, what needs to be practiced. But as we approach to the ultimate, then we don't talk this anymore.
We don't talk.
There's a good example. A woman who desperately wishes to have a baby dreams that she is pregnant and even given birth. She is so happy. Within the very same dream, baby dies. she's very unhappy. She wakes up. The happiness of having the baby and the pain of the death of the baby are all gone. The third experience is what Buddhists are trying to aim. Not to have the baby, not to have the baby, but to go beyond that. Okay.
Thank you, Rinpoche.